Right, and DD India correspondent Nandita Dagar joins us for more on what the armed forces representatives have said during the press briefing. Hi, Nandita. During the press briefing today by the Ministry of Defence, a lot of things, a lot of points came out. They revealed a lot of things today. What were the key takeaways? If you can just tell us.
Yes. Hi, Siddharth. This briefing was addressed by the top brass of the Indian Army, Air Force and Navy, by the Directors General of the operations, which means that they are in the thick of things. They were in the know of all the operations that were happening. Some of the key takeaways. Number one, India's political will and military capability has carried out Operation Sindoor to deter and punish a rogue state, a terrorist fountainhead, Pakistan, for carrying out in this massacre of innocent tourists, 26 tourists at point blank range in Pahalgam on 22nd of April. This was a deterrent and preemptive act. This was not intended at the first strike of Operation Sindoor was aimed at 9 terrorist infrastructures which were carefully selected, and including Bahawalpur, which is the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, and Muridke, which is the headquarters of Lashkar-e-Toiba, both proscribed and designated terrorist organizations by the United Nations. And in this, something very significant came out. We were hearing rumors, but now it has been confirmed that around 100 and even more than 100 terrorists were killed in these 9 on these 9 locations or these 9 terrorist camps and hubs. Number 2, India's superior military capability. India outsmarted, outgunned, outnumbered Pakistan in every way. They sent, after the first initial strike across terrorist camps, Pakistan has been sending for 3 continuous nights, the night of 8th to 9th of May, 9th to 10th, 10th to 11th, several drones, and carried out several aerial intrusions, airspace violations with its unmanned aerial vehicles, some of them kamikaze drones such as biker drones, the Turkish Songa drones, and they were all neutralized, rendered ineffective by our air defense systems. Also, not just that, they have been targeting our civilian infrastructure from Kupwara, Baramulla at the north of the LOC to the frontier states of Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, apart from the LOC and IB in Poonch, Mender, Rajouri, where civilians were targeted by Pakistan. And that actually forced India to take punitive action against Pakistan. Third, India made it clear that India has actually targeted Pakistani air bases, including the Noor Khan or the Chaklala air base, the Murid and Rafiki air base, the Chunian air base, all of them with precision guided munitions. They are precision, very, very surgical weapons. That means India has acted like a sovereign and a responsible state, has not targeted civilian infrastructure, has not targeted schools, hospitals, religious mosques, temples, other places, unlike Pakistan, which has actually carried out shelling and mortar shelling with heavy caliber artillery and mortars on the line of control in areas such as Poonch, Mender, Rajouri, and of course other places in the other bordering states. So India made it very clear that India does not intend to, and India fully is a responsible state, whereas Pakistan, like a rogue state, has acted against civilian infrastructure in a cowardly manner and as an irresponsible rogue state. Number 4, the Navy made a very, very important, the Director General of Naval Operations, Vice Admiral Pramod, he made a very important statement when he was asked that there were rumors floating in the Indian media a couple of nights ago that Indian Navy has bombed Karachi. He clarified that Indian Navy had adopted a forward deterrent posture, which means that all its warships, all its submarines in the Arabian Sea from the Western Command, which is also known as the sword arm of the Indian Navy, were forward deployed, ready to strike any moment, anywhere, anytime. In fact, this is on record. He said it, that we have the capability to strike any port, any harbor, any warship in Pakistan, including Karachi. That capability exists with the Indian Navy. Number 5, India's beautiful air defense system, including the S-400 missile systems, the Barak 8, the Army's air defense guns or batteries. They all neutralized these incoming targets. They detected them, engaged them, and neutralized them, rendered them ineffective, in a way useless, before they could cause civilian damage, much more civilian damage to India. Number 5, Pakistan is the fountainhead of terror. This is something that is not just, which has been the fountainhead of terror, the nursery of terrorism, which trains, arms terrorists, not just in India and South Asia, but across the world, as we've seen the fingerprints of it. Even the 9/11 hijackers, some of them had been trained in Pakistan, radicalized. Even today, the shootings that are being carried out in European capitals and in the US, in California a couple of years ago, all these mass shootings, some of them are done by people who are of Pakistani origin and have trained in Pakistan. So India has given not just a message to Pakistan, but to the entire world that India has a strong political will, and India, like any self-respecting nation, will not tolerate terrorist acts, and which are acts of war on its soil and on its people and their life and property.
All right,
Siddharth.
Definitely, you analyzed it really well, Nandita, but we leave it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Siddharth.